they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
When these two teams met in 2015, 101 points were scored. The Giants and Saints are underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, New York.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Forced out to his left. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Go now, 30 base. Five.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley.
I'm ready to sell my Mac back.
I'm
ready to build a gaming PC.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Greystone, Travis. Switch it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Set. 15. So we got man. Hey. Go. Be careful.
Young
Trying.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
What was that?
Complete to number 83. A pickup of 15 yards. But it's now 3rd down.
Ready? Mark 50. We got to get the ball. Oh! Hey, check Mark 50. Mark is the 50.
3rd and short yardage. Young looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Tell you front play knee.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there.
If he would have bullet, I would have got it.
It'll be a turnover.
That float was
on
just
downs.
Ready up. 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 4.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 outlaw. Ricky.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Young now from the 50. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. That first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Go. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Here we go.
Now. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I got you, boy.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35.
My bad. I wasn't planning for those last couple of plays.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
That's not
also
Byron
showed
Jones,
confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
I'm open circle.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
I got to go all now. All my pictures on Instagram. Because the boys
So
just
a
asked
very
for my
short
Instagram.
kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that got cussing or look like I'm holding some outline.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Oh, no.
Does. A lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think
I wanted him to throw it up.
Brought down for a sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Steve Young. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at about the 14.
Legal pancake. Tighten them up.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The pass was incomplete, meanwhile, as Young tried to find Rice. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Hello?
Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 65 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
I don't think he did hit that.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times
Anthony
before.
Barr got that secure attack.
People say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That first down completion only netted
He only
him 3.
he was in a game 85 overall.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Rabbit. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike. Look, squeeze. Squeeze grip.
Young. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
He's checking. Yes.
I might score right here.
Score. Hey, Echo. Get it.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to fire one deep.
That was my fault. He double teamed me with the user.
Seconds now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.